Alright guys, let's get started. So our previous session and they were about FTP server. Now let's move on the next server on HTTP. So HTTP we already know the HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol which is running on the port number 80 and port number 443 which is HTTPS. And there is a one more the port number 8080 the HTTP proxy. And before they start the session, I will just tell you what is actually my agenda, upcoming sessions or this session. Upcoming session, we focus on the exploitation or enumeration, but in this session, we just focus on three things. First is how many HTTP server. Second is how many types of tags possible on HTTP server. And third one, the setup legal environment. All right. Please keep in mind guys, I'm not promote any illegal activities on my channel. This is for the education purpose, right? So I just request you guys, please do not try any type of attack on the public network or without the permissions, right? So you set up your legal environment and then you try to all attack on the legal environment. I will show you okay, how to the set up the legal environment of. So let's move on to the topic, right? So the topic is first, okay, how many types of HTTP server? There is a three, most of the used HTTP server. One is IIS, which is running on the Windows operating system. Second is nginx, and third one is Apache. So Apache is a very common, HTTP server, and most of the used Apache. But the nginx is very powerful because there is a one feature I love that that's called is a load balancing. I just request you, if you're not aware about the load balancing, first you the clear your what is actually the load balancing, because the load balancing is a technique. It's used in the nginx or different type of microservices, all right, for the balance the load and then smoothly running the services on the server. And nginx, this feature is basically the security for the DOS attack and DDoS attack. We will discuss later about when I'm perform the DOS or DDoS attack, right? So let's move on to second the topic. So second topic is how many type of attacks possible on HTTP server. So in that HTTP server, I divide in the two areas. One is the application area, second is a network areas. All right, because easy to understand which attacks possible on the network and which attack on possible on an applications. Upcoming session, network based attack on HTTP. First, brute forcing attack. This is actually the network based attack we try. All right, I will try and show you okay what is actually the approach which is a perform that the brute forcing attack on the web application. Second is sniffing. All right, so sniffing is what the sniff the packets. All right, and third DOS attack. The DOS attack is what denial of the service and distributor denial of the service, DDoS attack or DOS attack. So definitely I will show you how to the ICMP flooding or SYN flooding by the DOS attack performing on the HTTP. All right. So this is actually the second point we will focus. The second point is this. All right. And the third point, which is set up the your legal environment. So the your legal environment, you need the one operating system as a Linux base. You can easily install an nginx or you can easily install the Apache. And the second is what? So Windows based server. So you can just easily download the Windows VM file, right, from the official website of Microsoft. Definitely I will share you on your description below this link. You can easily download the VM virtual box and all this, right? But right now I'm work on the virtual box, or it's a depend on if you work on and if comfortable with the VM, so you can just set up on the VM, or if comfortable with the virtual, so you can work on the virtual. So I'm comfortable with the virtual, so that's why I'm just download the over file, this one. So when I'm click, so automatically I start the download. I'm already I downloaded this file, and see, there is it. Right, I will show you how to the setup and how to the start the HTTP server on IIS. Right, so let's jump on my the virtual, and now let's set up other window operating system on here. So this is the over file, and I'm click, and then when I'm open, so automatically is open on my you know the virtual area. And see, if you want to the change the core, so you can change also there. So you double click, and then you can change of the core. It's a depend how many cores on your system. So I just gave that 2 core processor, and if you are just change, so I just give on the 4 core processor. That's it. So I just import. When I'm import, so it's take time. In your case, maybe as a take more time, because of that's depend on your hardware, right? And see, that's configured this machine on my virtual area in the window. And now let's little bit setting the network, right? So I'm click on it, and I'm just check my network as a bridge adapter, which is the same network. All right, and this is my HTTP server, which is the Linux base, and this one the Windows base, right? So let's start my Windows server. All right, so on HTTP server on IIS. So the simple you is start your machine. All right, all right. So let's start here. We just what the configure IIS on window. You can just click on it, and then control panel. You go to the control panel, and then there is a program. Go to then the program features. In then program feature, there is a one more options there. So turn Windows feature on off. Right, you click on it. When you click, and you just find out where is the IIS server or HTTP. Yeah, this one. So this one feature is for the Internet Information Service, which is called as IIS server. You just check out, and there is a various options is also there. So you can just click on it, right? And after that, you okay. After the okay, you just keep the wait, apply change. After it's done, and all right. So when you completely request change, okay, check out what is actually the IP address of the machine to CMD, and then IP config. So the server IP address 192.168.18.51, and let's check out on my this machine, my Windows machine. So 51, right? So let me confirm this running the server or not. So 18.51. So the 51, yep, that's equal. So, and as you can see, as successfully I'm start my HTTP server on my Windows operating system. All right. So after that, we have to try to the perform the attack or enumeration on the on the Windows operating system. That's cool. And just close the Windows operating system. And now let's move on the Linux operating system. So in the Linux operating system, we just will the install two HTTP server. One is a nginx, or second is a Apache. This is the fresh machine that you want to. The simple you start your terminal, right? But before the terminal, just need to the display, which is change the resolutions, right? I think so. It is enough. All right, that's good. And then you just type the sudo, and first you update your machine, because that's important. Because if that fresh machine, you need for the update first. All right, and then after I just install the same time Apache, and nginx. All right, and nginx. So my password, and there we go. So first update my machine, and there we go. What I just need for that one more tool is there, NAT filter. Sorry, the NAT tool, because right, we just type ifconfig. So this is the server IP address 192.168.18.50. Let's check out my browser on also on there. So that's my window machine. I'm just type to dot 192.168.18.50. So I don't know okay, which as I initially are running the Apache or nginx. So sudo service and Apache 2 and status. Okay, see, the Apache is getting the error, right? Because nginx is running right now, right? So let's check out the nginx sudo and service and what and nginx and what the status. So status and see that's nginx is running on by the server right now. For example, if you are start your Apache server, right? So you're simple, you first that stop what the service and nginx and stop, right? And then start your Apache service, right? Apache 2 and restart. Let me just refresh. So now that's running on the Apache 2, right? So this is a very simple, and I hope so that you understand. And you first you set up your environment, and then after that we will try to attack on Windows and the Linux, or the Linux and nginx and Apache. Upcoming video we try to the enumeration on Apache and nginx or IAS, and then we try to the exploitation, right, on the network based attack first. And I hope so that you understand. Uh, so thank you guys, and if you like this video, so please hit the like and please comment below. If you are facing any problem, any kind of the problem you face, you can just comment below. Definitely I will give you answers. Please support the education and subscribe. Thank you.